I got my Triumph Tiger 900 Rally Pro earlier on this year, I figured that I'd be doing some off-road riding occasionally, not dedicated off-road riding, because I'm not really interested in that. But if the occasion arises that I'd have to go, off-road while on a tour somewhere, either to go off-road to get to a campsite or to get to a lookout or something like that, that is of interest to me, I'd need a bike that's capable of doing it. And that's the reason why I got this Tiger. Now, one of the things that I found out while, looking into videos about off-road riding and that kind of thing is that aside from the fact that there's a good chance of falling down or, getting thrown off of the bike, one of the things that they said that is a very important piece of gear is riding boots. You want to protect your legs against, the bike falling on you and, crushing your legs or twisting your legs or whatever the case might be. So, and that made a lot of sense. So 4 years ago, I got a pair of Sidi Gore-Tex boots for sport touring, because I do a lot of touring and commuting, and these boots seem to fit the bill exactly. And I must say that I have not been disappointed. These are the boots 4 years after, and as you can see, they're in pretty good condition. This little reflective strip is the only sign of wear here, but other than that, the boots are in fantastic shape. Even the soles are in good shape. This is the right boot, and the left boot with the shifter panel, there it is there. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it, as you can see, because that's where you shift. But aside from that, this boot is also in great shape, and it has never leaked. The inside is still perfect. The Gore-Tex, as far as I know, is still great. So when it came to looking for a pair of adventure boots, I was obviously leaning towards the Sidi boots because I do like Sidi. They make a great value boot, and Gore-Tex, you can't argue with that. But when I looked at the market, there's so many adventure style boots out there. Some people talking about when you're going off-road, you don't want anything. I heard Brett Cox say something like, you don't want anything with adventure in the name because they're not proper off-road boots. But like I mentioned, I'm not interested in going off-road per se, as a dedicated mission to go off-road riding. But I want a boot that is a little bit more capable than this one here. This one is great for touring. It gives good support, enough support, and waterproof and everything. But so it's with such a large set of boots out there to choose from, it's hard to tell for a beginner like me to tell which boot to buy. And I wanted to go with a brand that I knew, but then again, because I'm not going off-road on a dedicated basis, I didn't want to spend too much money. And these things can get pretty expensive. I figured since these ones here, I think I paid like $250 or something like that for these. And I wanted to pay around that price or a little bit more. So I set my kind of limit to like $350 for these adventure boots. And so I was looking around, and one that caught my eye was the Alpine Stars Corozal boot. I'll put an image of them here. The Alpine Stars Corozal boot seemed to be in the right price range, and it seemed to be medium type protection. They're not great from what I understand. If you're a dedicated off-roader, you don't want that kind of boot. But still, it seemed to fit the bill for what I wanted. And you can get them in black, or you can get them in brown and that kind of thing. And I wanted a black boot. So I decided I was going to get that. So after having the Corozal boots in my Revzilla shopping cart for about a week, I decided it was time to go actually pull the trigger. But before doing that, I went and I looked again one last time to see that these were the actual boots that I was going to settle on. There were a couple of things about the Alpine Stars that I wasn't too keen about. One of them being that big Alpine Stars logo in white on this otherwise decent looking black boot. I figured, well, I'd get that and I'd paint out that white thing there painted black or something. Kind of looks a little gimmicky, you know, to have that big logo. But anyway, I decided to go and do one last look. So in shopping around, I did see a listing for the Sidi Adventure 2 boots for $265. And I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw this. I said, you know, I was wondering who the heck was selling it for $265 when Revzilla was having this boot for $450. So I figured it had to be foreign. It had to be over in Europe somewhere. And would cost a lot of money to ship it to me here in the States. So I still clicked it and I went there, and true enough, yes, this place was in the Netherlands. And I says, yeah, right. So how much is shipping going to be? And I checked for the shipping, and they said the shipping was like $40-something. I'll put the exact price on the screen. So when you consider $265 plus the shipping, you know, it's like, okay, fine. You know, this is very attractive price. I still was doubtful. I was checking it out. I did some research on the vendor, and it seemed that they were legit. So I actually pulled the trigger. This is 1 week later, Sunday. And I did get an email from them confirming the order, but I expected at some point, maybe the next day, to get an email saying that the thing was shipped, as you usually get. But no such thing arrived. And I was wondering, I'm saying, oh my God, here I am buying these boots, you know, $300 almost, from the Netherlands. I usually don't buy out overseas unless I'm buying from AliExpress or something like that. But then that's usually cheap stuff. So I went back on Monday to the website when I didn't get any email saying that it shipped. And I checked my order, and it said it had shipped. And there was the tracking, and the tracking said that it should get here to me in the States, you know, on Thursday. And I was amazed, and I was saying, well, geez, that was really fast. It's coming by FedEx, and that's really, really fast, I thought, from the Netherlands. Long story short, on Wednesday, there was a knock on the door. I was at work. Somebody was trying to deliver a FedEx package, and I says it couldn't be my boots, but then I couldn't figure out what else was coming. And true enough, it was the boots, and they left a little sticker on the door saying that they couldn't deliver it because there was a signature required, and so I can pick it up at the FedEx depot, which I did on Wednesday evening. So it came 3 days after I ordered it. It came one whole day earlier than they said it was going to come. It blew my mind, because even when I buy a product in the States, it doesn't take, you know, 3 days to get here. It usually takes longer. So this is the Sidi Adventure 2 Gore-Tex boot that I got from the Netherlands. And I'll put a link in the description below as to where I got it. But as you can see, it's the genuine article, and very pleased with this purchase so far. It's amazing that I could get this boot for $150 cheaper than I can get it here in the States, and it would come here in 3 days. It's exactly what was advertised, obviously. I needn't have concerned myself that I was getting, but I just couldn't believe the difference in the price. You know, and it's not like it was coming from China or anything like that. But anyway, these are the boots that came, and yeah, I'm not going to do a full review of these boots here, because there are other videos that review this boot and other boots like the Gore-Tex, like this boot and other boots in its class out there. It's been around for a while, actually, and those videos do a very, very good job, much better than I could ever do, because I don't know much about these boots here. But all I know is that it's from Sidi, and I've got Sidi area boots that served me well so far after 4 years, and they're still in like new condition. These boots here will take some getting used to. They've got these clips on the side here, as well as this huge Velcro bit at the top here, which is good for expandability. If you got thicker calves or thinner calves, you can adjust it. And the thing I like about this versus the Gore-Tex is that it's got the gaiter, the Gore-Tex gaiter, right up, pretty much up to the top. So the waterproofing is right up to here, whereas I believe with the Corazal, it kind of like only went part way up the shank. It went up to about here. So this is much nicer that way. It's got a lot of good features on it. There's a pull strap at the back here to aid in putting it on, I guess. And, there's protection all around here. It does have some flex side to side this way from what I understand, although I can't flex it right now. And these clips here these clasps can be replaced if they were damaged. I did have to do some adjustment to this. And none of those videos tell you how to adjust it except one. And the manual, it comes with this great manual. This manual here is in many different languages, and it gives you all kinds of warnings, but it does not speak to the fasteners and how to adjust it for this particular boot. It covers more than one model of boot, but it doesn't speak to how you adjust this. And how you adjust this is just twist. You can just twist the strap here, and it'll click. You twist it one way, you twist it the other way, and it'll click twice, and then you can adjust it, and then you just press it back into place, and again it'll click, and then you've got it adjusted. Clipping it back is just as simple as catching this in place here. Right here, you fit that little cross piece there in the slot there, and you just clip it in. Really nice boot, Italian boot, and got great sole. The sole is great. It's got a flat place here, I guess, for when you're standing up with your pegs in the middle, and then of course you've got some good grips for when you're walking here. It's a nice rugged sole, and it's quite stiff. I can't bend it right now. It's a new boot, so it hasn't been broken in yet, but it's quite stiff. It's got a steel rod in there, I believe. It's good for standing for any duration that I am going to, probably be standing in. Comfortable. Feels comfortable inside if it's a little bit stiff, but good size. Perfect. Well, I got the clasps adjusted. You just have to twist the strap a little bit to release it, and then pull and push to the desired length. And I think I've got the left side fine-tuned perfectly, so I'll make a similar adjustment on the right side. But yeah, very comfortable. And I'm going to simulate walking here now. There's no noise. I hear people talking about squeaking. There's no noise other than this Velcro maybe. This Velcro seems to be a little bit, I don't know if I've got it done tightly enough, but yeah. No, this is perfect. Absolutely silent. This is a 42, so 8.5, and the boot part of it is perfect. Fits me just perfect. It does feel a little stiff all over, and because it's a full height boot up to here, I mean, I've got all of this kind of like immobilized, but yeah, I just got to get accustomed to riding with this now. Well, what can I say? I just took my first little ride with these Sidi Adventure 2 boots, and only missed 3 shifts. I expected to miss some shifts anyway, but the thing is, I'm amazed how comfortable these boots are right out of the box for me. I can't really tell if it's going to get any more comfortable than this. Put it that way. Yes, I've got to get accustomed to tucking my foot underneath that shift lever, because the front of the boot is thicker than I'm accustomed to, so it's a question of muscle memory. So I've had to actually consciously tuck my heel underneath there, actually think about it, whereas with the Arias I don't even have to think about it. I just shift. But with this, I've got to kind of like move my foot out and then go under and then shift up. And so it's just a bit of muscle memory. But the good thing is, the muscle memory that I'm going to have to develop to ride with these boots will still work with the Arias. So now the problem is the Arias I ride with every day. So it's going to be hard to kind of balance the needs of both boots. I can go walking all over this park here, and it feels no different from my Arias, other than maybe the additional support I've got up my shins in my calf area. That's different. But actually walking, oh my God, this is just like any hiking boot or anything. Straight out of the box, it's just perfect. I can't say enough about how comfortable these boots are right out of the box. The first time I'm wearing them right now, and it's so nice. It feels so good. It's unbelievable. Very pleased with them so far, and I don't have my other camera, so I can't give you any better shots than that, but it's brilliant. Very, very pleased with these boots. Man, so comfortable. This is the best purchase. I don't know. Put it this way, it is so comfortable that I could probably wear these as everyday boots. I could. So in essence, what I have right now is 2 sets of boots that are Gore-Tex, that are very, very comfortable, that I could wear every day. And that's really, really good. Never thought I'd say that about adventure boots, but yeah, as long as they hold up off the road, when I go off-road riding and all of that, then I can say it'll be complete. It'll be the best possible thing for my use case. So that's all I'm going to be saying for this boot right now. I just wanted to take a first look at it. After some time after it's broken in and I've used it for a while, I'm probably going to do a follow-up video, a real review of the boot. Not so much from the feature standpoint, but from an actual user standpoint, how it worked, experiences with the boot and that kind of thing. Things that you don't get from the typical review when they're showing you a brand new boot. So that is to come, but for now, this is just the first look. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, and consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so that you get notified of new videos like this and any other types of videos that I do. Keep the shiny side up and stay safe.